Hey, hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron. Welcome back to the Gamertron Show. Welcome back to another commentary podcast thing. I am joined once again by Malachi.
Hey, that was such a lame hey. Hi. That better?
Yeah, that's awesome. So, we are going to be playing some Titanfall, Frontier Defense, and while we are playing this, we are going to be talking about an interesting little topic that, well, we just realized while playing games. We play a lot of multiplayer games, and it's been a long-ass time since we've just sat down and just enjoyed a single-player game. Well, I have still found time to play single-player games for this year. Hell, I have to for the channel. I rarely ever on my free time when I'm not doing stuff for the channel am playing multiplayer with my friends. And I'm starting to realize that nowadays multiplayer has really become a lot more popular than single player. While yes, single player is still popular, still beloved. I mean, The Last of Us, BioShock Infinite, just to name a few examples. Shadow of the Colossus, that's a single player only game and is beloved by all. But when you look at when you look at the charts, when you look at most popular, you will see multiplayer. You will see Call of Duty and Battlefield and Warframe and Titanfall are some of the most played games out there, and they're multiplayer. World of Warcraft, no duh, massive multiplayer. And me and Mal have just been talking, and we really realized we barely play any single players from time to time, and we want to go over why multiplayer is starting to be the new norm. It's starting to be the new norm for gamers, and what games we buy and play. So what's your take on it, Malachi?
I think it's become a form of socializing where people would go to the movies or go out to dinner or have lunch or coffee with friends. Now they hang out with their buddies and they play video games. I think also in a lot of countries, safety is an issue. So instead of leaving your home, you can meet up with your friends without leaving your home. And yeah, there are people who would say that's really antisocial, but I think it depends on your point of view. So yeah, I would say it's a form of socializing, for sure. Also, I mean, the multiplayer games are just so good. There's always something new. They're always coming up with some form of DLC. Updates are regular. The quality of the game is incredible. Yeah, it's great to not just play by yourself. You get to interact with other people. So there are just so many things to keep you coming back. You don't get bored.
Yeah,
You
agreed.
die
Absolutely
a lot.
agreed.
Oh, crud. Okay, sorry.
No problem. But looking at it from a certain perspective, a lot of people would consider that a bad thing because for the longest time, single player games were the go-to games. They were the most popular. They were the most talked about. They were the big deals. And now it's kind of changed for multiplayer. When you look at Call of Duty, Titanfall, Destiny, all these games that were hyped up and built up, and the main appeal was that they were multiplayer. And if we look at Call of Duty, I mean, oh my goodness, the amount of Call of Duty addicts, the amount of people who are addicted to Call of Duty multiplayer and keep playing it and just keep playing it over and over again every single day, is a testament to how addicting and multiplayer is.
I was actually just thinking, I wonder if it's not, okay, this is just like completely random, but I wonder if it's also partly marketing, because I know when I first heard about Titanfall, I was completely besotted with the idea of the game. It was just absolutely amazing. And if I remember correctly, I mentioned it to you.
Yes.
And then, yeah, I mentioned it to a couple of friends. Oh, damn it, I'm dead. And I got 4 of my friends to buy the game. So you have one person playing a game. Yeah, you know, they're not really going to encourage their friends that much, I suppose. I don't know, with a single player. But if you're playing a multiplayer, you want to play it with your friends, you're going to kind of like push them to go out and get the game too, so you've got someone to play with. So I don't know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's why more multiplayers are being made. I don't know,
Yeah, especially co-op. Co-op has become a humongous thing. Destiny, that's basically mostly about co-op. With Titanfall, we have this new co-op mode that's all about co-op.
Yes.
Mass Effect was basically just a co-op horde mode multiplayer. Oh, and speaking of Mass Effect and just BioWare in general, Dragon Age Inquisition. Since the announcement of the 4-player co-op multiplayer, just like Mass Effect 3, I've seen several people stating that they're just going to get Dragon Age Inquisition for the multiplayer because it's a Mass Effect 3 alike.
I don't know. I think there are a lot of similarities in from what I've seen, at least, like the little bit that I've seen. I haven't watched too much of it, but it does seem to have very similar kind of gameplay. It's a co-op as well, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure.
Yes, it's almost exactly like Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And only instead of waves, you go from room to room killing enemies.
I think as a huge fan of Mass Effect, I think people hearing something like that, they're going to go out and get the game. I know I am. And also I think with a lot of these multiplayer games that are sort of parts of series, I suppose, people want to go out and get the first one. Like Mass Effect, I started off playing Mass Effect 2, and then got 3, and then I decided, I better get 1 and I'll play 1. So yeah, it kind of encourages you to just keep going and play all of them, get all of them, play all of them.
I know, there's like, especially for like completionists out there, like what was that? Oh, just to like exact example of what you were saying right there. I got BioShock 2 before I got the first BioShock, and I did not touch BioShock 2 until I got the first one. I was like, damn it, I have this perfectly good game, but I need to get the first one first. I'm not going to know what's going on. So, yeah, I guess that kind of relates to Call of Duty. Like, man, I don't know how the multiplayer works. Maybe I should play some of the older games, get a feel for it, and maybe that's one of the reasons COD sells so well, and even the older versions. Like, I know you have no interest in Call of Duty, but to look at some statistics, Black Ops 2...
I suck at Call of Duty, God.
But to look at some of the statistics, Black Ops 2, which was the... Oh, jeez, I got blown to smithereens. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But to look at statistics, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, which is the Call of Duty that came out 2 years ago, it sold more than the Call of Duty that came out just last year, not Ghosts, and it's got more critical reception and everything. So it goes to show you that even the older games are more powerful. Yes,
that's nice, dear.
Sorry,
I really don't. No, I'm sorry. I know Call of Duty is extremely popular. A lot of guys I work with play Call of Duty. I am absolutely horrible at it. I have no interest in it. I think I'm really sorry for all of the COD players out there. Forgive me. This is just my personal opinion. I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic. But it just feels like there isn't as much to it as there is in some other multiplayers. Titanfall, you've got pilots, you've got Titans, all kinds of things you can spec. Warframe is another amazing multiplayer. It just so big. It feels like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you pick up a gun, you put some bullets, and you shoot the crap out of your friends. Is there anything more to it? You level up a little bit?
I can't really think of anything. Wait. Most important to people, you can put camos on your guns.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. Mass Effect, you had different classes of... Okay, so I'm sure you get different classes of soldiers and COD. As I said, I don't play the game, so I'm not really qualified to speak about it, but... Okay, this is becoming a COD conversation. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But Mass Effect, there's just so much to it. I mean, building your character, speccing your character. You get the adepts. There's more than just shooting in Mass Effect. And just on that, I mean, it's been how many years now? 2.5 years. I still go and play.
Yes, same here.
It's such an amazing game. Yeah. I think for a first-time multiplayer, as far as I understand, they hadn't produced a multiplayer before.
Yeah.
That was one amazing game.
Yes.
I'm seriously looking forward to the next one. I hope they live up to the hype.
Absolutely. And again, like the whole friend, like we talked about this just a tad earlier, but the whole friend aspect is maybe why gaming is going in the multiplayer direction. To go back into the olden days, even though I was not born in the olden days of gaming, when gaming was a single player thing, it wasn't really about your friends. It was about gaming wasn't too social back then. But as multiplayer has become this big international thing,
Well, there wasn't the internet back then.
Oh,
So I mean, I
true.
suppose you could uh, play on a console or whatever with your friends connected that way, but you it wasn't really accessible. And nowadays it is. I mean, you can have huge groups of friends playing together, which is
Yes,
pretty cool.
it's amazing. Uh, especially
I think
those
one of
multiplayer, especially those multiplayer games that let have hundreds of players in a server or on a map at one time. Oh my
mhm,
goodness.
Guild Wars 2.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I don't know. Guild Wars 2 is absolutely beautiful. My cousin plays it. He's incredibly good at it. He scares the living crap out of me. He's so good at it. I can't play with him. He's amazing. Um, but yeah, I think the social aspect for sure. And you get to meet so many people that you wouldn't otherwise have met. I mean, we're literally on opposite sides of the world, and we hang out a lot. And we wouldn't have met if it wasn't for gaming. So I'm really glad for that. And I've got a lot of friends around the world who are just, I'm really glad to have met them.
Aw.
So, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sloppy moment over. There's a Titan. Kill it.
Kill.
Oh,
Speaking of Titans,
shit.
dear viewers, I am sorry to go completely off subject, but Mal, have you noticed that we can't spawn any Titans? I have no Titan timer.
Oh, crap. Well, that kind of sucks.
What about you? Have you been able to spawn your Titan?
Honey, I've been too busy killing things. But no, I haven't. No.
This is odd. I think we've encountered a mighty odd glitch.
Ooh. Okay, so that's a problem.
Okay, I'm sorry, dear viewers, we're going to be going off subject, but we've encountered a super rare glitch in Titanfall. I'm just going to talk to the other players quickly. Guys, can anyone else spawn their Titans? I can't spawn a Titan. Anybody know what's going on? Alright, I guess we will wait for a response, but in the meantime, back to the conversation, back to the multiplayer. Another big multiplayer game that has become enormously popular, and you and I both know this, we've played this quite a lot. You played this for maybe even a bit longer than me when you got into the whole multiplayer leveling up grindy aspect of it, is Warframe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Warframe is huge. Warframe is incredible considering it's a free to play. Bit of pun for Warframe there. The quality of the game is amazing. Same thing. There's so much to do. You can't get bored with it. It's massive. Sorry, it's killing a lot of stuff. Damn, that really is weird that we don't have any Titans.
Yeah, I know.
It's bothering me. Okay.
Same here.
We can still beat this though.
Yeah, we can still beat this.
But yeah, I mean, so many characters, so many options. There's always something new, which is great. I'm sure you get that with single players too. But I'm trying to actually think of some, and I've played some really really good single players this year. I played Tomb Raider. What else have I played? Super Meat Boy. God, Super Meat Boy. Cute. Okay, did we kill it?
Oh, no,
no.
they got us.
Okay,
Oh, well, we
right.
can go again. Maybe this time
Alright.
we'll get some Titans.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
that would be nice.
Nope, damn it. This is so
Aw,
odd. Anyways, back to the topic.
Yeah, I mean, you play. How many hours have you put into Warframe?
Oh, geez. Well over 600.
Yeah, I think we've probably played about the same. That's a lot of time.
Yes, and just into a multiplayer game and just playing with other people. Honestly, I've really changed my perspective on multiplayer games because for the longest time I was a single player only. I was not into multiplayer at all. Then Mass Effect free multiplayer came around, and I started messing around with other multiplayers and other games, and I genuinely had fun playing with other people, besting other people, and trying to improve my gameplay and trying to live up to other players who are really good at the game. And I know that's a very similar thing to you. Like, for instance, Titanfall, you recently gone to this whole ranking system and trying to improve yourself.
Yeah, I kind of I got invited to this beta thing. I'm sure people have seen it. So that's something else that kind of motivates you to keep going and improving your game, because I felt like I was stagnating a bit. So I was just like, okay, pick the same character, pick the same guns, play the same maps, do the same things. So it's a lot of fun. I've decided to regen God help me. Anyway, yeah, it's scary. But on the other side of the coin, as much as I love Warframe, I found that with so much to do and all these options you have, it's sorry, I'm kind of lost. It's great in one way, but on the other hand, I found that I was working to get things done. It was a case of, oh, I've got to get this Warframe, I've got to level this guy up, I've got to put those mods on, and I've got to find those mods, and then I've got to get a catalyst, and I've got to get an Oracle cell, and it kind of became a grind where I was constantly working to improve the dojo and level things up and access this, and I burnt myself out in Warframe, and I really wasn't enjoying it anymore. I was just working to keep getting ahead, and it stopped being fun for me completely. So I took a break. Ryan, what was it, about a month, 3 months, something
easily
like that?
easily 2 months, easily 2 months.
So I think what people have got to remember is, if you're going to play a game, particularly a multiplayer, it doesn't happen so much in a single player because you've got yourself to compete against.
Yes.
Whereas with a multiplayer, you're playing with a bunch of people, and there can be the tendency to get too tied up with the competitiveness of it. And we've got to remember that these are games. We're playing them for enjoyment. We're not, I don't know, some people, I suppose there is that really competitive streak in them, but it's just a game. Play it for fun. You've got to enjoy it. Don't lose sight of why you're playing it in the first place. I mean, yay, we won! How the hell did we do that?
I don't know, without Titans.
Holy crap.
I died most of the time. Literally, most of the game is just me and the dropship. I apologize to the viewers.
No, it's all good. But yeah, it's you got to remember why you. Holy crap!
You're top player, and I have it on recording. I have it on video.
Yes. G10s, take that.
Nice one. Holy crap! You killed a
I
lot
don't
of
often
minions.
do that. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, you got to remember why you're playing a game. Play it for fun. Don't play for anybody else.
Exactly. Well, I think that's the video. Thank you so much for joining me once again, Malachi. I hope you guys enjoyed the lag-filled, death-filled, crashing-filled gameplay. I apologize for that. Sorry about my Titanfall connection is not the best tonight. But I hope you guys enjoyed all the same. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope you take our words to heart. Play your multiplayer games. Play them for fun. Play some single player too. Both are really good. Although multiplayer is becoming more bigger nowadays.
Bigger?
Yeah.
Really? Yes, it is.
Grammar.
Much bigger.
Yeah. Point is, enjoy your games, multiplayer or single player. I'm the Gamertron. This has been Malachi, and we will see you guys later.